Hi, I'm Sam Crow with Birdzilla.com. Today we're going to demonstrate the iPad version of the Birdzilla app, Wood Warblers of the United States and Canada. Once the app loads, you will see an introduction to warblers on the left-hand side of the screen and a series of icons or buttons on the right. The heart of the app is the Profiles section. If you tap on the Profiles button or the Profiles icon, you will load images of 57 different species of warblers. These are all of the warblers that are normally found in the United States, plus some rare visitors from Mexico, such as the fan-tailed warbler and the golden-crowned warbler. And if you want some detailed information, one of my favorite warblers is the Cape May, so we'll tap on the Cape May warbler image. You'll find that you can drag and see different plumages of the Cape May warbler. You can look at the range map of the species. You can play the bird song. We have a little mini checklist of all the warblers. If you're connected to the internet, you can see a YouTube video, in this case of the Cape May warbler. There's some introductory text below the range map, and there's a notes section. So if you would like to record some of your own sightings about the particular species, you can do that. If you would like even more information about the Cape May warbler, tap on the description button at the top right. That will load more information. On the left, you'll have information describing the males, the females, the juveniles, and some nesting information. On the right are some of the images of the Cape May, and you tap on an image here and it loads full screen. So you can enjoy the beautiful images, or you can take the time to really study the plumage variables in immature and fall birds. It's a very nice tool. Across the top, you will find a button for the Bent Life History Series, which is more information about the bird. You can link over to the Birdzilla website for more information, and one of the most powerful pieces of the app is the Compare To feature. When you tap on Compare To, you'll see a prime image on the top left and a series of thumbnails on the bottom. If you tap on one of the thumbnails, it becomes the prime image, and if you double tap the prime image, the thumbnails will slide off the bottom of the screen. Now let's say we want to compare the Cape May with another species, so we'll do the Compare button. In this case, we'll compare it to the blackpoll warbler. And if you look at those two images, you'll say, well, those aren't hard to confuse at all. But if we look at some different plumages, let's take this plumage of the Cape May and this plumage of the blackpoll. Now let's look at those two. Now, if they were flitting around the top of a tree, would they be easy to tell apart? Well, this lets you pull them around, zoom in to study the details. So it's a really great way to compare the confusing fall plumages of the warbler species. Now if we go back, we can go back to the profile index and select any of the other species and see the same kind of information for that species. Now if we go to the home button, there's a gallery section. If you just want to look at beautiful images, you can just scan through the images. You can bring up the little icon quick search. Here's the Blackburnian, very gorgeous bird. So that's the gallery section. Games. Games are a great way to test your identification skills and improve them. So we have an image identification game, and you'll see the names of 6 birds on the left, and in this case initially 3 images on the right. You simply drag the image across the screen to hopefully the correct name of the bird. After you have all of the images in place, you'll find out which were correct and which were incorrect. In this case, we missed them all, so we weren't very good. So now we have a chance to improve our score by just dragging and dropping. So on the left, we have a Connecticut warbler, maybe this guy. So we're getting better here. Blue-winged warbler. Where's a blue-winged warbler? This guy over here. That leaves us 2. Bingo. We got them all right, and we got a 50-point bonus for getting them all correct. We tap the next question button, and we can continue to play the game. Now when it comes to warblers, being able to identify them by their voice or their song is a very important skill to have. If you flash the play button on the Birdzilla jukebox, you can hear the song, and then you can try to identify it, and you will receive immediate feedback whether you've identified it correctly or not. Back to our home page, we provide a direct access to the comparisons feature. This works just like it did before, but it gives us direct access to it for quick comparison. In this case, we're going to look at the black-throated blue warbler, because the females of the black-throated blue are very different than the males. Again, it's a very nice identification tool. Birding by impression, this is a very small section on this app. Later we will have an app completely dedicated to birding by impression. Where to see warblers, there's some great locations in the spring for warbler migration. We'll tell you about those. Some fun facts. We have 10 fun and interesting facts about different warbler species. If you learn all the fun facts and every information in the profile section, you will be a warbler expert. The credits section, most of these beautiful images were taken by Brian Biddle, who's one of our friends up in Canada, and Greg Lavity from the Houston area. So that's the app. It's available in the App Store for $3.99. When you download the app, you receive the iPad version, which we've been looking at, and the iPhone version, and we'll have a different video of the iPhone version posted later. You can search for wood warblers in the iTunes Store, or you can go to Birdzilla.com for information on all of the apps from Birdzilla. Thank you very much.